What up, people? It's your favorite dynamic duo. We're back for another brand new episode of the Dutch Podcast. And of course, as always, I got my boy, the White Rhino himself, with me as always here in the virtual studio. I'm outside, as you can tell, behind what do you call this thing? You schooled me
Borealis, baby.
There we go. I'm behind that. So here I am, just chilling, kicking back. And yeah, it's getting
basic
pretty cold
bitches
out
call
here.
it the Northern Lights. Yeah, no, you look cold, dude. Let me see your nipples.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm just chilling out here. You know, we're in November, and we also definitely want to say that I hope everybody out there had a fantastic Halloween, a safe Halloween, and a bunch of kiddos. Hopefully, you got some awesome candy, and we hope you don't get cavities, but I'm assuming you probably will. So, you know, your parents are gonna have to cough up that moolah for those dental expenses. So, yeah. How's your Halloween, dude?
It was very quiet. I actually pulled. I was actually a little bit of a Halloween Grinch this year. My wife took Izzy out doing the Halloween stuff, but I had to work. I had to do a bunch of stuff, and I just stayed home. I just went to bed. Got high on Prozac and just went to bed.
Jesus Christ. High on Prozac. All right. Pretty good Halloween then.
Just got loaded on antidepressants and just went to bed.
Luckily you woke up though.
Took it down with some liquor. Yeah. Woke up and I was at work.
Nice. But yeah, of course, if you guys haven't checked out our Halloween special, Masked Up, go check that out. It is available now on audio and video. YouTube, Spotify, all that great stuff. Direct link is provided for you in our bio. Go check that out. But yeah, man, we're already in November. It's crazy. Literally already November. Thanksgiving's upon us. December to Christmas, New Year's, all that. I mean, closing out 2021 and, you know, embarking on a new journey.
A lot more expensive this year, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, no, what's crazy too, we were grocery shopping and we were seeing some of the stuff that I'm like, damn, it's becoming an expense now. And with a little bit of everything and a lot of shortages and a few things too, of course. It is. You started noticing more and more now, I think. So it's just the beginning.
The podcast started. My wife came home from the groceries and she's like, I think, because I'm, you know, when I pay for the groceries and she's like, I think we need to increase the grocery budget a little bit more. I think we're running out of cash. So we're Joe Biden got us pumping up our, you know, that inflation tax is definitely kicking into high gear on us middle class Americans.
Yeah. No, man. Yeah, definitely. With that being said, though, too, it's gas is getting fucking even more expensive. Dude, it was crazy. I think it was like $4 something is the lowest that I've seen. Like $4, I think, is the lowest that I've seen. So I mean, it's happening.
Wow. Last time I got gas, it was $3.79, and that was right after. It was like $3.69 the week before, and then then it's $3.79. Now you're saying it's $4?
Yeah, dude.
Shoot me in the head already.
It's a trip though to look back in time. Back when I was living in Eastern Washington, I remember gas being around like $1.75, $1.80. It was crazy to see that now. All of a sudden, you know, we're paying in like the low threes, mid threes. You know, that's kind of like the common norm now. Yeah. But seeing it above $4, I mean, fuck, dude, it's gonna be
I remember
people's wallets.
Yeah, before the CIA orchestrated 9/11 attack on New York, I remember paying 99 cents.
Gas. Fuck yeah, we're coming in hot today. Okay, keep going. I love it.
I don't give a fuck. They know they did it. Took three towers down with 2 planes.
Hey,
tell me how you
jet
did it.
Fuel.
yeah, jet fuel. Yeah, just steady planes, towers just stacking on top of each other one by one. Never been done in history except for that day. Yeah. Perfect passports being seen on the ground.
They found one
right here.
Everything's burning in shambles, just catastrophic, just everything. And then they find a perfectly placed passport just chilling on the ground.
Right there.
Coincidence.
What are you going to tell me next? The earth is flat.
Oh shit! There we go. I love the intro to this.
I need to start. I'm gonna get a Red Wings jersey just because of this, you know, and I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna get a Red Wings jersey. It's done. I'm gonna go on Amazon right now.
Damn, dude, I love the energy, man. That's that. If people don't know, when he says Red Wings, we always make a joke about the famous Tupac, him spitting at the camera saying that's my new style and just spitting at people like he doesn't give a fuck, which is pretty much
He didn't.
going to, he doesn't give a fuck. So
he proved it.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, he was a loose cannon, but that's how G as he was. So hey man, RP Puck. But no, dude, it's wild times, man. We're living in, definitely. And with just right off the bat, let's go into this, right? The What the Fuck series, or the What the Fuck segment of this episode. That's what we're gonna try to go into these different topics that we have lined up for all you lovely people that we can discuss on here and just get everybody in the conversation. Okay, so we're gonna start with this, right? The metaverse. Now, and it's a trip because we almost saw signs of this stuff in movies, in books. And just I think this would be talked about amongst people, just kind of like that. What if this would have happened, where we're going to be entering this alternate universe, or this alternate, like just a different world, a virtual world, pretty much is kind of what this is going to. Yeah. But so pretty much, for people who don't know or living under a rock or just don't really pay attention to news or whatever, Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO, creator, one of the creators of Facebook, he came out and said that he was making this virtual reality, what he's going to call the metaverse. Meta.
Sorry,
whatever. Tomato.
Your Spanish is coming out.
Yeah, I know it is, dude. Meta. Well, what's funny is that the meta is the word that they use. Like I'll play some Call of Duty, right? And every time when the new season comes out, I'm sure this is kind of with Fortnite. The new gun, or the most powerful gun, they call it the meta. Like the meta weapon is blah 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 blah. Okay. So it was kind of funny that he used that. Like it kind of went in hand with that. Like that's fucking crazy. It's kind of like a coincidence. Okay, but so he pretty much is creating this virtual reality world where anybody can hop into or just jump into, and you're gonna have a virtual store. You can buy virtual clothes, sneakers. I mean, Brett. Basically, what do you think about this? Well, firsthand?
So so we're doing this podcast, right?
Dude, yeah.
So basically, if we were doing this podcast in the metaverse, which could end up happening, realistically, could end up happening, we could literally sit and have an audience with us in this metaverse.
That'd be dope.
So yeah, I mean, I think there's some cool things about it. I've pictured it like on the corporate end, where you want to have meetings, right? And you want to have meetings with people all around the world, because let's just face it, America has been getting a lot of people with the H-1B visa, a lot of people from India, a lot of people from other countries to work for Facebook, Microsoft, all these tech companies. So and one thing that's really hard, I mean, you can do a Zoom meeting and it's so effective, right? But if you're in a metaverse, basically a computer, it almost feels like reality, but it's virtual reality, and it's the next best thing to them being in front of you, but you create that world. I think that we could literally live in our own homes. We would never even have to leave our own homes. So
straight up,
for the climate change advocates, there you go. There's your answer right there. Just keep us all in our pods, right? But I think that there's an alarm to it too. I think that socially we're going to be okay. What I worry about though is getting into our own groups and tribes and say, okay, I only talk to this certain group and I only think this certain way. But then you go out into the real world. I mean, essentially we are going into the future, and I think that we are literally becoming the Matrix. And who knows? So like right now we're just remember when Facebook first came out, you could say whatever you wanted, you could do whatever you wanted, it was just like, it was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
But then money started rolling in, advertisements, and then they started messing with the algorithms, right? And Mark Zuckerberg has even come out and said that they have actually messed with the news feeds, people's feeds, to the point where they would deliberately see if they could get people riled up or excited. I mean, it was a psychological experiment.
Yeah, I was going to say it's an experiment. Yeah, it sounded like an experiment with people.
Yeah, and they, I mean, Facebook and Google and Amazon, they have so much data on us, psychological data.
Yeah.
So it's scary in that sense. It's scary in the sense that if you're going to plug in there at first, for the first few years, it's going to be all fun and games.
Yeah.
But then after some time passes, the big money is going to roll in and the influence is going to come in, and then they're going to start playing some games with us. And I think that's when it's going to get scary, because it's at the point of no return. You're not going to get, I don't know how many billion Facebook accounts there are, but Facebook has just become a monster.
Yeah.
And you're never going to get that many people to unplug from Facebook, right? I mean, Facebook went down that one day, and how many businesses were freaking out because
people in
they
general
couldn't
too
reach their people, right? People are so connected, and it just proves that how connected we are. So I think this metaverse just makes it that much more realistic.
Yeah, it is wild, man. And before I kind of give my opinion on it, what I think about it, I do want to read a little piece of the article that I got this from, just explaining kind of like the idea of what it really is, or what Mark Zuckerberg actually said it is and all that. And this is from the New York Times, and we'll definitely plug this up. Every topic, we're going to try to plug up every link, so you guys can follow along with and read it yourselves. Just whenever you have time, it'll be plugged up on our YouTube page, on the video underneath in the description, so you guys can check it out. So this says, Mark Zuckerberg and his lieutenants cheerfully laid out their vision for the so-called metaverse, the immersive virtual environment that Facebook, which as of Tuesday, this was when it was announced on Thursday, has been renamed Meta. Although everyone except for a few professional obligated financial journalists will probably keep calling it Facebook, or what it's trying to build. The company already has more than 10,000 people working on the augmented and virtual reality projects in its reality lab division, roughly twice as many people as are on Twitter's entire staff. And it said it plans to hire 10,000 more in Europe soon. Earlier this week, the company announced that it would spend about $10 billion on metaverse related investments this year, and has been acquiring VR startups in what could amount to the metaverse land grab. There are several types of questions one could ask about this metaverse strategy. The first and most basic is, what is the metaverse, and what will Facebook's version of one look like? The question was answered, and at least partially, by the presentation. Mark Zuckerberg painted a picture of the metaverse as a clean, well-lit virtual world entered with virtual and augmented reality hardware at first, and more advanced body sensors later on. That's fucking crazy. In which people can play virtual games, attend virtual concerts, go shopping for virtual goods, collect virtual art, hang out with each other's virtual avatars, and attend virtual work meetings.
Yeah.
So, man, it's a fucking trip to know we're getting to this point. And I think for me, I'm a real movie buff when it comes to just watching movies and kind of like, referencing them to the real life action stuff when it really happens. Like, oh shit, that happened in a movie. Like when cyborgs, artificial intelligence, and now this whole fucking virtual world we're about to step into. It is fucking nuts, because like the first thing that comes to mind is, like you said, it'll be all fun and games at the very beginning. Cool. It'll be so dope, so different. Everything, I would want to try it. But then reality will set in to where, like, what is this going to cause to the everyday human being? Like, it's going to cause some fucking ripple effect. It's almost kind of like when you mess with Mother Nature or something, it's bound to have its negatives. What those negatives are, I don't know. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
How will this play out? I mean, we're going to fucking find out, dude. That's the thing. That's the thing where it's like interesting, where how is this really going to, like, the beginning stages, like you said, it's going to be VR setups. And now he's talking about putting stuff on your body to where you're going to be like fucking in it. Like, holy shit.
Dude, imagine. Okay. So I think this is going to be, okay, let's just play this out. Say you're a nerdy dude, right?
Yeah.
Say you're just like this fat slob and, you just, but when you put on your VR goggles, you're like Zac Efron.
Oh, they're just shredded and fucking ripped from head to toe.
Chris Pratt, yeah, or like
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds in Blade.
That's your boy right there, yeah. Just fucking 8-pack all the way down, dude.
Just like I could just do my laundry on his abs.
Oh,
dude. Like, whatever you want. Yeah,
handsome guy, man.
Yeah, just at that time, yeah. Now he's softened up, but that you can be what you want to be in that world, but how are people going to be when they have to take the hardware off, right? And then they
Yeah.
have to go into that real world, and they're not getting that same
Attention
dopamine
or
rush by
yeah.
I mean, and but the other thing too is uh, there's going to be so many financial opportunities, right?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Like I just saw Nike inking some deal about selling artificial Nikes,
Clothes and probably
and
too. Yeah.
so you're gonna have to pay money, which we're in this age of cryptocurrency, where you're paying crypto or digital currency for these Nikes. You're probably paying real prices for computer code, but that's what we're going to be doing. That's the life that we are going. It's weird because our brains are going to tell us that that's what we want.
That's the norm, the new norm now. Like before we could say like, man, this is really weird to pay for something that's actual, like, in the virtual world, which is not real. You can't physically touch it. Right. Fast forward till now, it's like, even with NFTs, people are buying this thing where, it's created virtually.
Right.
And, that's kind of like almost the beginning stages to moving towards like buying these virtual sneakers, these virtual clothes, going to these virtual concerts. It's going to happen. I mean, that's the shocking part. Like right now, we're kind of more in the surprise stage, right? But once this starts like steamrolling through, it's going to be just the new norm. Like I said, that's wild. That's wild to me, dude.
It's going to be wild. Yeah. And I mean, it's going to seem so normal to our kids, but imagine, I mean, okay, so the cost savings, let's just look at the cost savings for gas, because gas prices are up and whatever. Yep. Imagine if your child can go to school by just going into their bedroom, and so, but here they're with all their classmates in this metaverse, and the lessons are on the board, and it's like all they have to do is go to their room. So I think that, honestly, if I'm a smart guy and I'm thinking about the future, I think the best thing for you to do is get a home and really just sort of like make your home as comfortable as it can be, because it looks like we're going to be spending a lot more time in our homes. People are going to be too afraid, look what COVID did. Even though most of us weren't really afraid of it, the governments and the media tried to make us afraid of it. So I think the society is going to split up. I think there's going to be definitely your metaverse people that are going to do it, but I don't think everyone's going to do it. No. I've tried to talk to people about cryptocurrency, and I'm like, hey, this is the technology is amazing, whatever. And there are people that are literally afraid of it. And, they're looking at me like I'm like some sort of antichrist because I'm introducing them to crypto. And I'm just like, for me, I'm just looking at the future. I'm just catching the trend.
Yeah.
And even the US government is trying to slow crypto down, but it's to the point now where, like, I've talked to my crypto buddies, and we were sharing some articles about, some of the Biden $1 trillion bill. It has a big IRS, thing attached to where if you're in crypto, the IRS is going to be after you. Not people like, small investors, but people that are in it, anything over $10,000. They're going to be definitely looking at you. They want to scrutinize everything. And all they're trying to do is make it hard, because they're scared. They're scared of the technology. They don't understand the technology, but it's already worldwide. And there's already governments around the world adopting or getting ready to adopt this currency. And it's more fair than any fiat currency that's ever been created. More transparent, can't be manipulated the way that fiat currency, the way that the US dollar is currently manipulated by the Fed, the government, and the banks. So anyway, that was a tangent. But
no, it's good, man. It's good. No, hey, man, that's true, because it goes hand in hand. I mean, sorry to cut you off, but it goes hand in hand with this virtual reality that's being created. Now they can apply to crypto being a currency being used within that world to pay for goods and all that. If you want to dabble with being in that VR, but it's it almost like I think he's gonna have to, like, Mark Zuckerberg's gonna have to, for sure let that be, a way to pay, a pay method, so to say, to whatever it is you want to buy within that world. So I think
Did you know that they have worked on their own cryptocurrency?
What is it? Facebook?
Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? No, I didn't know that. No, I
Yep.
didn't know that.
They are working on their own. It was
Makes sense. See, there
I
you
don't
go.
know if it's called DM now, but it was called DM.
Okay.
I'd have to do some more research on it, but they are already in the in doing their own blockchain and working with
Interesting.
their own cryptocurrency. So they're doing that. You've got Jack Dorsey with Twitter, all over Bitcoin, making Bitcoin more popular, which I'm all for Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. I have Bitcoin in both of my daughter's college accounts. So I think that Bitcoin is going to continue to rise, but yeah. So, but if Meta is going to go with their own cryptocurrency and you have to use it, I mean, it's going to be huge. So
For sure.
if I'm a crypto investor, no matter how bad you hate Mark Zuckerberg, you can't hate him more than I do, but I would still definitely jump into their crypto when they get it, just because you'd be stupid not to.
There's some free game. Take it as it is, man, from the Wild Rhino himself. Invest early and let that let it pile up and just wait it off. So yeah. But yeah, other than that, man, very interesting on that one. I just think it's we have to definitely keep a close eye on it to kind of see how it's gonna start building up to where people are actually gonna try it out for the first time and see how it really is. I would be really curious to try it, because I think, like I said, I'm looking at the positive side of, right, where we can both, dude. I mean, I'm just thinking about me. We're both gamers, right? Like me, dude. I mean, just think about it, right? Fortnite, me and you in fucking actual battle type shit.
Naked.
I mean, dude, you have to think about, like, I mean, for me, like I said, we both game. I mean, maybe a little me I'm more of like a little bit more of a higher gamer, to where like I like to play advertly, like, quite often, right? But to be able to step into that world, holy shit, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that I would be really curious to try that out from the gaming side of it. But other than that, I don't know, man. Seems just it's kind of out of this world. So
that is wild.
We'll wait and see. So the next topic I got for so we can continue this segment on this episode. So one of the interesting things is, like, when we talk about these discoveries that people make, and there was actually a wild discovery that kind of caught my eye, and this is an article from CNN. So mummies were found buried in boats in Tarim Basin. I can't pronounce that fucking word, but it's in northwestern China. Shown in its one side Zio, dude, I'm gonna butcher this, and I'm sorry.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to offend, but it's in a cemetery, and I'll post this up, like I said, so people can, follow along with this.
It's in a cemetery far, far away.
Yeah, there we go. Exactly. So it is in the desert in northwestern China. Hundreds of stunningly intact mummies buried in boats were discovered in the 1900s. The Bronze Age mummies date back as far as 4,000 years ago. Their identity has long stumped archaeologists. In a new study, scientists sequenced the genomes of 13 of the bodies and found they were descendants of an Ice Age hunter-gatherers. While this population was genetically isolated, the mummies' clothing and foods in their unusual graves suggested they interacted widely with other groups living in the region at the same time, but the boats they were buried in still remain a mystery. Wow. Yeah, and in the picture, it shows like it's like a weird fucking gravesite, because it's like boats, a bunch of sticks kind of like in the middle, and then the what is it? The mummies around it. Like the weirdest shit. Like, and I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy when they run into stuff like this, to where, like, dude, there's probably other civilizations we haven't even yet discovered, and we have no clue about.
Well, like, you had sent me an article earlier about this big methane craters over in Russia and Siberia.
Let's talk about that.
And they found a new white rhino here. They found a new species of a rhinoceros in Siberia, and it was like 80% intact. And they said so what's happening is all these mysterious craters are forming, and the scientists are thinking that what's happening is the tundra is starting to melt and become softer, which is allowing these gas pockets to basically break through the crust, or break through the earth, and create these huge craters. And because all this ice is melting, it's starting to reveal stuff that was there long before humans existed.
Holy shit.
And so they found this rhino, and they said that even some of the organs were still there, so they could actually see what this rhino ate as his last meal.
Dude, I'm really curious to see what this last meal was. Fuck, I bet it was just like, I don't know. I mean, unless it
Like
knew
filet
that
mignon or something.
Yeah, filet mignon or something, a nice little dessert. I don't know. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
To think that 80% of it was still intact.
After, and they were saying that this thing could be 20 to 50,000 years old.
Dude, isn't that crazy?
20 to 50. And they said that the fur on it was very, very thick.
So it had fur. So it's not like a regular rhino where it's just like skin, right?
Yeah, right. It wasn't your African rhino with just the hair, right? Where it went bald.
Yeah.
Rhino pattern baldness. No, this is a tundra. This is a furry, like a Brett rhino, you know.
Dude, it had one of those mink coats, you know, like that the people wear, you know, all fucking furred out.
It was the Kanye rhino. You know, no, Cameron,
yeah, with the pink fur. Oh shit. Okay. That's crazy though, man.
Yeah.
So a new species of rhino found with 80% intact from when it was frozen 50,000 years ago till now.
20 to 50,000 years ago. So, and they're saying, and what they're it's sort of like it's really exciting for these scientists to discover stuff that they, you know, new species that they'd never seen before, but it's also very scary because what they're saying is that these methane pockets are just releasing so much gas, and that's going to contribute to the global warming, and so they're going to be studying that too, that's effect on the earth. So
talking about that, right, how you know, they're making all these new discoveries and stuff. I heard in the lines that this is supposed to release even new diseases, so to say, like, or some types of like bacterias that are probably caught within the fucking ice. It's supposedly that's going to be like, that is one of the,
wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, that's why these new diseases come up every now and then, where, you know, because of that, or it could contribite to that. I don't know. I mean, again, that's what I've read before, but fuck.
Bro, have you ever drank the water in Mexico? No.
I've gotten sick before. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's bad. I mean, you don't want to drink. Okay.
Tip, you know, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Travel tip. Do never drink the fucking water from Mexico. If not, bottled water. Be safe.
Yeah, bottled water. I know. I made that mistake in Manila. I drank. It was just. It was a fountain pop, and I had, you know, the ice.
Yeah.
And the water. Yeah, I had the shits for 3 days straight.
Oh, dude, the worst, especially on vacay.
They just, yeah, you know, and I'm like, I'm looking at all these Filipinos drinking it like it was no thing, you know.
Like, no
like,
thing.
What do they have that I don't? Built different.
It's like the stickers that say built different. I've seen that sticker before. That's funny. Hell yeah, built different, baby. Man. Okay, so we're gonna go into a topic where I know you'll love this one, because I mean, you said it before plenty times on past previous episodes, how, you know, the cancel culture, how, you know, no intimidation whatsoever towards these group of people that try to bury anybody that, you know, that comes in their way for any little fucking thing that pops off, or whatever it is that, you know, I guess they don't agree with, or they're happy with, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
So there is one particular person that they were trying to cancel. Actually, I would say one character they were trying to cancel. And it's a pretty famous character out there. And he goes by the name of Michael Myers. People don't know who Michael Myers is.
Michael Myers.
It's from the, you know, from the famous known movies, Halloween. There's a new movie that came out last month, Halloween Kills. It's probably like the 8th or 9th one. I don't know. There's so many in on these. I don't know which number it is, but so they were trying to cancel. The title to this little article I'm gonna read this from is called "Michael Myers is branded, quote, homophobic for murdering a gay couple in a new film," quotations, but horror fans argue it is a sign of equality. So the evil serial killer murders the same-sex couple living in his childhood home in Halloween Kills, the latest movie in the horror franchise. The scene prompted critics to accuse Myers of homophobia on Twitter. While some of the tweets calling out the mass murder's perceived prejudice was clearly in jest, they prompted a fierce debate. Outraged horror fans pointed out that Myers kills everyone he comes across. Others argued that it would be homophobic if Halloween villain didn't kill the gay couple because he wouldn't be treating them equally. So I don't, why is this a fucking problem? Like, it's the fact that, like, have it been like, if they were gay, okay, that cool.
Yeah.
He's gonna fucking kill anybody in his way. Like, realistically, like, if a person's killing people, and that's his thing or her thing, whatever way you want to put it, they're going to kill anybody in sight.
Right.
But to think this is a fucking this is like a fucking halt, pump the brakes. This is a fucking problem. It's more fucking like, it's humor to me to see this type of shit.
Isn't that the scene where he came in with the chainsaw and was like, hey, where them gays at?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. So I wouldn't fucking know.
They cut that out, right? That they had to like re-script it or something. I don't
know. You got to come more soft. Okay, Michael, you can't do that. No, it's, dude. Yeah. I just think it is so dumb how this has got to be one of those things that really got to put out there and have a fucking debate over. It's like, holy shit. And people put their fucking efforts to make a problem out of really nothing.
I know. I think
it's fucking crazy to me, man. I mean, yeah, it's
I think I don't know if it's the gay or if it's like you have to put all those letters together to make it one group. I don't know. I'm not in that group, but I think they need their own hero to step up. Like they need their own superhero. That's why I get so sort of confused why they keep trying to make Superman gay and Robin bisexual. And, you know, like, dude, you need your own hero. They really do need their own, out of their own group to step up and be like, you know, like in the Black community, they had Martin Luther King, they had Muhammad Ali, they had
Malcolm X,
they have Dave Chappelle, right? People that they really like within the community that look up to them, but also people outside of the community. They're like, yeah, man, you know, like I love Muhammad Ali, you know, like I love Michael Jordan, I love, you know, Michael Jackson. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
We go too far with Michael
Jackson, though, I'll tell you that.
But you know what I'm saying? So like the gay community and, you know, all those letters, they just need their own hero. That's literally the only thing they're missing. That's the only thing. And they just need someone who can jive with everyone else, but also put their own community in check. Be like, yo, let Michael Myers kill some of us. Like we're a part of the thing now. We're a part. They've accepted us. They're slashing us now in their horror movies. They never used to kill gay people in movies. Now they are. Like that's good. They've accepted us.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Shouldn't they see this as a fucking acceptance instead of like saying it's wrong for killing the gay couple in the movie? Like what the fuck? Like, whoa.
I mean,
okay.
I haven't seen the movie, so I mean, was it like was he like tracking them? Was it obvious that he was targeting them for being gay? I mean,
well, in the article it just says that the couple were living in his old childhood home, so it's like he went to his home because he used to live there. That's what I'm saying. They messed up. So I guess fair to say that these people haven't even watched the fucking Halloween movies nor followed it from the very beginning or the whole franchise in general. So you guys are kind of talking out of pocket. So you need to do your history
out of pocket,
right?
Yeah, I like it. No, I think that you know, it's just people trying to get attention, right?
That's how I see it.
Clout chasing.
Ooh, this is that clout word. Okay. Okay, I dig with it. No, man, but it's crazy that, like I said, for any other little thing, they're really gonna try to, you know, especially a fucking character, for God's sakes. Like it's crazy that they try to find any little thing they can fucking grab their hands on. It's just like, we're gonna go after it or whatever next, and that's it, you know. So
what if in the end of this we find out that Michael Myers is actually gay?
Jokes on them.
Would that change anything?
Look what you did. Look what you did. Now you didn't stand with somebody from your community, right? So there you go.
Not so homophobic now, is he?
Right. It'll be like, you know, what is it? A plot twist, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe he was just killing because he was unhappy.
Yeah, right. Maybe he overdosed on Prozac.
There you go. What if? And he just fucking took him on this killing fucking spree.
He was listening to a little bit too much ICP, drinking too much.
He did wear a mask, and it was like you know, kind of like, what is it? Slipknot. ICP did the face paint. I mean, hey, what?
Yeah,
I want to put it past it.
Maybe he had a crush on Freddy Krueger. Remember how they did a movie together one time?
Freddy Krueger. It was Freddy Krueger and Jason. Yeah,
I mix them up all the time.
No, right?
Maybe he was jealous because he wanted to be
there. You go
in that movie, and he was like, "Oh, honey."
So jealousy and the fact that he was unhappy with himself.
Yeah.
So there you
He's
go.
insecure. He sits down when he pees.
It's comfortable, man. Not gonna lie, it's comfortable though. When you don't want to stand, you just go fuck. Yeah.
Hey, when I need an extra 20 minutes on my break, I'll sit down to pee. I don't care. Trade some crypto, do that.
Pre break,
yeah,
or post break. My bad.
It's pre and post. I get those minutes in.
Oh shit! But yeah, man, those are some 3 topics that I have right off rip for the what the fuck segment of this episode.
Damn.
But out of those 3, it's just the one that really kind of, I guess, took me for a days was just the metaverse, and just how we're walking into the virtual, the virtual realm now, into implementing that into the real world, but having now that option to go to that as well. So, but it's almost kind of like in tone that this is what we're doing now. Like we're in virtual studio mode right now.
Yeah. Well, right. Yeah, exactly. That's what, and we've talked about crypto. We've talked about like some futuristic stuff. So yeah, it's a fun time to be in, but it's also, whatever this next thing is, we are at a crossroads right now between the future and the old, unlike any other time in history. Like the foundation, hold on.
What the fuck was that?
It was one of my teeth.
Oh shit!
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Man, you're fucking hardcore, dude.
I'm telling you,
you flicked it off with your tongue, just fucking popped it out.
Yeah,
like, fucking bothered me.
It was all getting loose. Yeah. Don't mind the lisp now that I'll just put it in a glass of milk.
Oh shit! So, okay, a quick question since you said that. This might be a random question, right? There was a video I saw. I don't know. I'll need to find it. I need to send it to you and see if this is real. I don't know if it was kind of like one of those things where, some people try to do stuff for the gram or for the TikTok video, something like that. Yeah. So this guy's trying
to do anything for a gram.
So this guy, right? He's kind of like, flashing his piece, and he has a gun on him, right? And he's kind of like, doing it for the gram. Well, he holds it up to his fucking, like, kind of the side of his mouth.
Oh boy.
It goes off.
Oh boy.
The gun actually kicks and hits him in the jaw.
Yeah, the slide. Yeah.
Is it possible that can knock your fucking teeth out?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
In the video, he's like, and he fucking spits out 2 teeth and he's bleeding.
Yeah. That could easily happen.
Oh shit. So that really did happen then.
Oh, I bet it did. Man,
holy
but the other
fuck.
thing too, and I've done this with my AR and I've been pissed off about it. If you shoot a gun,
yeah, especially
in an enclosed space, like I've literally lost hearing in my ear. I already struggled with bad hearing, but now I shot my AR one time, and then I didn't have my earplugs in, and I could feel the things inside. I'm like, oh shit, I'm going deaf. I literally thought I was going deaf for like a month straight. All I could hear was weird. It was like somebody was talking to me in a dream. So every time somebody would talk, it felt like it was a dream. Yeah. It rocked my world. So yeah, you get a gun that close to your hearing. Oh, you will. Yeah. But
that's crazy.
It's good that he lost some teeth. He learned a lesson.
A fucking very painful one, but hey, now you know, buddy. All that shit tickles
to your put cheek. Those teeth in milk, homie.
Oh damn, dude. But no, man. So that's I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about what you fucking spit out. You're like, I spit out some fucking
yeah, it was my little I got these little things there.
Okay. You scared me for a little bit. I was like, what the fuck? Are you okay?
Yeah, dude, I keep it gully.
Oh shit. Actually, one other topic I do want to slide in that should have been on what the fuck statement, and I forgot to save it. Now, actually, I remember there was a festival over. I think it was yesterday was the beginning of it. There's supposed to be another show today. Travis Scott, I don't know if you've heard of him, famous rapper.
He was on Fortnite. He did a Fortnite concert.
I think it was a virtual concert. Yes, he did do one. So he was in Fortnite. Yes, he was. So apparently he had a festival called Astro World. It was supposed to be yesterday, today, and tomorrow, or I think it was 2 days. I don't know, not to be sure. But what happened, I guess there was 8 people that died, and there's rumors now going around via the interweb saying that people were getting injected with some type of fucking drug.
Yeah.
And 8 people had died and people were freaking out, and it just caused a fucking scuffle. Just people, stampede of people fucking just trying to like get out because they were getting word that, people like people were just fucking collapsing and shit. And now you have 8 people dead. One of the youngest being 14 years old, bro.
See,
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that sucks because, we have kids. They're going to want to go to concerts. And now this is the type of thing that we are going to have in our mental Rolodex. And for people that are older or younger than 30, a Rolodex is like this little piece of paper that has, this little flap, and you just have to have this little wheel on the side that moves the paper flaps.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's what it's called. The little papers. Yeah.
Rolodex. Yeah.
Rolodex.
Shit, I'm getting old. God damn. I'm glad my hair's still brown though.
I've seen them, but I never knew what they were really called. So it's like I kind of knew, but I didn't know the fucking name to it. Okay.
God
but
damn.
Yeah, it's very tragic. I guess it's unfortunate that obviously we've been to concerts and all that, but for some shit like that to go down to where someone's plunging away at people and injecting them with some type of bullshit, that's just some next level crazy shit.
Yeah, now that's scary. If that's really happened, now we have to
definitely
unconfirmed, right?
Yes, unconfirmed, but that's kind of what the rumor was. Yeah,
but one thing I did read is that Travis Scott was feeling really, really terrible about this, and gosh, it's just crazy. I mean, this is stuff. Here you are, you're probably, posting pictures on the Instagram, like, oh, look at me, I'm at the concert, all that, and it happens that quick,
just like that, man.
Quick,
straight up. And that could be your last moment. Just
like, dude, you couldn't even get killed by COVID. You had to get killed in a mob
at the fucking concert where it's kind of like where you're teeter-tottering with COVID. It's like you're teeter-totter. You can get COVID, but you kind of go out by getting injected by something that.
Oh yeah. Could you imagine this, like this highway to heaven that's going on right now? And they're like, oh, another COVID. No,
no.
Travis Scott concert. Oh,
he's like,
get shot up. No, it was a crowd surge. We haven't had one of these since the Who in 1979.
What was that? Woodstock, right?
I don't know.
I was like, the Who. I know the band the Who, right? But I thought you were talking about Woodstock.
I think Woodstock was 69.
I think it was. Yes. You're right.
But yeah, so I mean, heaven, they're taking in some new patients, but not to make light of anybody that died.
No, definitely.
I'm just talking about
sad.
I'm talking about the COVID people dying, not the concert people. I mean, enough people have died from COVID that, like, I should probably talk about my jab.
Let's talk about it. Let's go into that.
So I joke because, I mean, you guys, if I do die, you guys are free to joke about any of this. I don't I really, like, seriously, I've talked so much shit about COVID. I've talked so much shit about the jab, and I still to this day am anti-jab. I don't, but I was in a position where I was going to lose my job, and which in and of itself, no big deal. I can go and do my own thing. We are okay. But losing insurance with my daughter who has a heart issue, I could not make that decision. I could not, I was thinking, okay, is it selfish if I quit and I have a family? If my family was healthy, we would make it. There's so many job openings right now.
Yeah, a lot, man.
And all we got to do is go to a red state, and we got our biscuits and our gravy and our sausage too. So we are okay. But that insurance, with that. So I said, okay, shit, I'm gonna have to do this. So I wanted the Johnson & Johnson, right? Because I'm trashy like that. But I looked everywhere. I couldn't find Johnson & Johnson. They were like sending them out to like Indonesia or something, and I'm like, God damn, I don't want that mRNA in me, because like I just think that it's going to weaken my immune system. I think it's going to weaken me for all this other stuff. So, whatever. So, but I have to now. So I'm like, fuck. So I get it. I go to Fred Meyer and go to the grocery store. Got some milk, got some cigarettes, and I got some beer. And then I was like, I'm at the pharmacy. Why not? Right? Why not just finish it off with the jab?
Finish it up. Cigs, beer, jab.
Yep. Notice I didn't say condoms.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Raw dog life.
Yeah, it's always raw. So
It's always raw. Let's go, baby.
so you know, I mean, and I'm giving this lady an earful. I mean, I'm telling her, I'm like, hey, I don't want to be here. I'm only here because I'm being forced to be here. And we have a shitty ass president who's made it to where I'm gonna lose my livelihood and insurance if I don't. And I hate him too. So she's like, oh yeah, I understand. I said, so what's the long-term effects on this thing? And she's like, well, we haven't known. I said, exactly. So why are we doing this? What's the point?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, the data is showing we're saving all these lives. And I said, yeah, but the data is also showing that people are, getting blood clots and all that. And she's, telling me, swearing me up and down that, oh, you're not at risk of myocarditis. You're not at risk of, blood clot. That was only the Johnson & Johnson anyway. I'm like, well, that's what I want. So it's the Pfizer. I get the Pfizer. So she hits me and I got to sit down for 15 minutes, make sure I don't pass out. And then, and now I'm like hypersensitive. I'm like, okay, a couple days pass. I'm like, okay, what's going on? It should be kicking in. My arm was sore. It felt, like I'd been working out, lifting beer groceries all night. But then I just got this like weird pain underneath, on the left hand side, right underneath my armpit. And I'm like, man, that's crazy. Well, I know someone else who was a holdout just like me, and he got the jab, and he said he had that same not feeling underneath the armpit. I'm like, oh man. And so somebody else was telling me, yeah, that's what actually what people feel before they have a heart attack. They feel like that knot, So I'm like, oh God, I still have to go in for one more jab, And I'm reading all these stories about people who got the jab and they're like dead within 6-7 weeks of getting the second jab. So I'm like,
holy shit.
I could literally be on my deathbed right now talking to the world. You get to see it, and but hopefully none of these videos get taken off if I do die, and I could die. And that's why I'm telling all this stuff, because I think that this stuff should be out there. I was one of those people, didn't want it, don't want it, but I feel like I feel like I'm going to lose. I'm coerced into doing this, right? So now I've got this, so October 26th was the day that I got jabbed. And now it's the 6th right now. So it's been, 10 days. I have the, like, I feel like, on my legs, like right below my ball sack, there's like some blood vessels there. They're like vibrating all the time. Like, it's almost like there's blood that's being restricted. And it feels like it's just like, vibrating. Like, I feel like my phone is ringing on my taint.
Oh, fuck. Hey, what if your wiener got bigger?
Well, that's the Johnson & Johnson shot. That was the other bonus.
Oh, no wonder you. Oh, okay. Now it makes sense. Okay. That's it's probably hard to come back because of that reason.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, where's that big dick needle? Not here.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
man.
So yeah, it's so weird. I mean, it's just like, oh sweet, one of my tokens is going up.
Newsflash.
Yeah, it's a shit coin, but yeah, so it's really, really weird. Like, I know I'm joking about it, and even if I'm on my deathbed, I want to joke, because that's just me. I think that life is a tragic comedy, and my whole life's been a tragic comedy, but at least there's some humor to it, and I know where I'm going. I don't care. So whatever. So if this happens, I've got the second jab coming up on the 16th of November, 10 more days. Not looking forward to it at all, but at least if I do die, this is going to be, hopefully this is going to be stuff that people can see. And if they had similar, adverse reactions, have I went to a doctor? No, because I don't think that doctors are reporting this stuff. So what I think is more effective is people just putting this out on the interwebs and letting people hear it themselves. And if they take the episodes down, then you will know. But anyway, you took Moderna and you're not feeling anything. So that's cool.
No, I mean, the only thing that I got was well, let's just okay, talking just I'll tell you about
And I've been
my
sicker than shit since
yeah,
then
so
too.
I'll talk about my experience with the second one, but I definitely want to gonna add on to what you were, what you went through and all that. You did tell me after you got it, and I was kind of surprised, honestly. I couldn't believe it when you had texted me, and but you gave me a reason, and it's kind of one of those things where being a father myself, it's almost like I think I would do the same thing if I was in your shoes, where I would almost feel like almost like selfishness in a sense, like being kind of guilty, like knowing like if my daughter was in the same scenario, it would kind of make me think a lot, and
Yeah.
really kind of I would question myself, like fuck, like it's kind of one of those things where you're kind of teeter tottering back and forth, like left and right, and it's I definitely understand where you're coming from, and either way, man, it's like I condone you for whatever choice you make, because it's like at the end of the day, like plain and simple. I think the message that we try to relay here, when what we've been relaying before in the past on other episodes, is like, at the end of the day, it should be anybody's choice to do this, whatever, if
Right.
you want to, cool. If you don't want to, that's fine too, whatever. But it's like when you're being put in the position where, your job's in jeopardy and all that shit, it's really going to make you think a lot, and it's going to be stressful, trust me, like I can only imagine. But I was more surprised when you told me that, and you have been telling me that you've been feeling sick, and I actually saw you, I think a couple of days ago, at work. I actually saw you,
Yeah.
and you were feeling a little bit under weather, and you told me it was kind of after you got your shot and all that. But on my end, it was more, I actually had a pretty bad headache. It lasted me like almost like a day, and that was the worst of it. I think the first time was really more of a sore arm, and like you said, I got Moderna, and that was really it. I mean, like the headache was pretty fucking annoying. More than anything, I had to like fucking slam down some freaking ibuprofens, and it would do its thing. But that was the worst of it yet. But I mean, so far I already got
Yeah.
my 2 shots, so it's already said and done. So
Yeah. Well,
but in between that, I got COVID, so it's like fuck,
well,
it's like
that was the other thing too. So yeah, so I've been sick ever since I got the jab. I've been just sick, just constantly sick, and I'm like, fuck. I never get sick. And I mean, when I do get sick, I get sick or like real sick, and then I just get it out of my system, and then I'm good for like a year, 2 years.
Yeah, you don't really get sick that I've remembered like before. Like you rarely. That one time when you go back from the Philippines, and then before that,
Yep.
it was really rare, like that you did or not. So
Right.
mhm.
And but then yeah, to get sick like that, I'm just like, what is going on? And I just like I was texting you. I'm like, I just feel different. I just
Mhm.
feel different. Ever since I got the jab, I just feel different. And I don't like it. I hate the way I feel. So I don't know, man. So I'm going on to some sites, and I'm looking at like ways to detox from it, because they have like sites that, probably QAnon sites, but
You were not such.
but they have sites that
Uh,
that explain, like doctors will tell you ways that you can actually mitigate some of this
mhm.
jab stuff, and just like with vitamins and whatever. And so that's I'm gonna try to detox the shit out of myself from after this, if I don't die. So if I do die,
I
well,
think in general, yeah, detoxing is really good for you. So it would definitely be beneficial to you if you do. It'll get all the fucking toxins and everything, all the bad stuff, out of your body. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yep. So yeah, we'll see. It's just it's a weird thing, man. It's just so weird that we've got this whole world playing this game. But so I got pissed, I mean,
Yeah.
I like really got pissed. I got super emotional. I took my retirement, wiped out half of it, and threw it in crypto.
Thug life, baby.
I mean,
There you
and I threw
go.
it at a time when
Oh shit.
they the Biden administration, they came out with, they passed the stimulus packet, or the whatever, this new bill with the roads and bridges, and just
Build
basically just given, yeah, build back better, some
Build Back
stupid
Better. That's
shit
what I was
like
gonna say. That's
that.
what it's called. Yeah, yeah.
And like they're just going to give people free money, whatever. So I don't want to be um a subject of anyone anymore. I think I'm pretty much done like being an employee, being under, the government. I'm so sick of the control that they want to give us. So, I'm just like, it's either welfare, or UBI, as they are going to call it, but it's basically welfare, or Lambo. That's my new mentality.
Wait, what? Lambo?
It's either welfare or
Oh,
Lamborghini.
okay, okay, okay,
So
okay.
it's either I'm
Oh
going to be
shit.
dirt poor and back in my trailer, or I'm going to go in the mansion. But all of my money. I'm not putting any more money into the economy. I'm not buying any more frivolous shit. I'm just putting all of my money into investments and just going to let it go until one day something happens. And if it does pop and the US has a bunch of laws that they want to make surrounding crypto, I'm just going to leave my money in crypto. I'm going to figure out a country, probably Mexico. Mexico is a fucking awesome country, by the way. I just want you to know.
What do you say that?
Huh?
What makes you like say like think that? Or
they're
what?
so much freer over there. Like they are literally have freedom. You know, I mean, dude, you've got the cartel running unchecked like it's the 1920s mobsters in New York and Chicago.
Like you know, yeah, like in Miami where they were just fucking bringing in coke left and right, like whatever. Like,
but the thing about the cartels is they don't like. From how I understand, they don't fuck with you if you don't fuck with them, right?
That's pretty much what I've heard.
They want their cut, right? So if you're gonna do something in cartel territory, you just got to give them their cut. Now, I wouldn't if we go to Mexico, I wouldn't be in cartel territory. I wouldn't want to be anywhere around that. But Mexico, I'm telling you, man, Mexico is definitely on my list of countries to go to. And it's so funny because I see all these people wanting to come in here. And I was joking with you earlier. I was like, you know, what I want to do is, you know, renounce my citizenship and then sneak in the border with Izzy and then get separated and then get my 450 mil.
450 in your
50 thou, right? 450 thou, yeah, half a mil. So that's gonna be my meal ticket. Like, you know, I'll tell Izzy, hey, this is where you go. You know,
a funny skit to that would be is like how to get rich real quick with Brett Otto, and then it shows you, hey guys, here at the border with my daughter, I'm gonna show you a quick way to make 450. that would fucking be
government insiders hate this video. Government insiders don't want you to see this video.
Exactly.
That'll be the ad.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. No, but I think it's wild though. Going back to what you're saying though, it's who the fuck came up with $450,000? That's what I want to know. Like, people, plug me away on the person or the individual that came up with that fucking number. That is wild to me to think like I get it. It's sad that they got to separate the kids from the family. Of course, you know, just looking at the specifics of when you separate kids from their families. Okay, yes, it is sad. But I mean, all in all, if you're breaking the law, you're breaking the law. And that's going to happen. So do I stand by it? I would say, like with anything, if you can't follow the rules or if you break a law, obviously there's something that's going to happen. It's just the logic of it, right? But it's crazy to me to think that for that, now from what they're saying, right? I know it's going to be an amount. I want to say that they said, no, 450,000, that's fucking crazy. But there is going to be an amount that's going to be paid. They haven't actually said specifically how much it is going to be. But to think they're going to, like, who came up with that number? That's just what's crazy.
Kind of makes you want to break into America, doesn't it? I mean,
sign me up.
You really think that people aren't going to come in? Like, dude, I'm calling all of my Mexican homies. And I'm telling them all, like, dude, payday, bring your kids.
Bring your kids.
Dude. And they just gotta give the big guy 10%. So that's
you
all.
Gotta give the coyote 10%. Yeah. But that ain't shit though, you know what I'm saying? But it's watch
me get arrested on this sort of FBI raids my asylum room.
You're mugshot.
They throw me up against the padded wall.
Doug, you can come here. Boom. Fucking. Oh my god. That would be a funny skit. Not gonna lie, man. That whole like how to get 450K. It's just make it like, you know,
Red Auto here, south of the border on the Texas border.
Say, see that over there? It's 450,000 waiting for me.
That's the land of the milk and honey right there. Just me and my team have dug some tunnels.
Oh fuck yeah, man. I mean, yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's crazy though. That I just couldn't believe it though, that it's just a fucking high amount. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. I don't think.
Okay,
where are they getting this money from? That's my question. Like, is this part of that fucking bill? Like the part of the
Build Back Better?
That is a part of that.
Well, no, I think it's something different. But let's just for a second, because the one thing that gets overlooked is why separating the kids from the adults? I don't know if that question's been asked. I don't know if it's been answered, but that's one thing I'm thinking though, is I know that Trump had a zero tolerance policy, but
I think he did, yeah.
We know he did. It was like record numbers of people not coming into the country. Like that wall worked. It was effective.
Things got dicey.
Yeah. Border Patrol was on it. So the ice did not melt.
That is funny. That's a good one. I like that one.
So
the ice did not melt. Oh God.
But yeah, it's amazing how what can happen when you have a president that hates your country.
Or that's falling asleep during the fucking what is it, the climate presentation or climate fucking
God,
whatever the fuck.
Old.
He's just nodding away. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I just think overall, man, his age is creeping up on him, man.
But the question though, back to Trump being in office, zero tolerance policy. I mean, really, okay, I understand that if I'm going into a country that that if I go in with my kid, I mean, if I'm desperate, truly desperate, I don't want to be separated from my child. And dude, imagine that. Imagine if a child and their mother or father, whoever they came in with, literally never meet again. I mean, they could just go to Ancestry DNA and you could easily get matched up. It's that easy. We are in the new, and then you can meet up a metaverse, throw your meta goggles on and you can meet up like, hey, there's dad. Yeah, there you are. I love you. But we both together, we have like just shy of $1 million. So let's do this. So, anyway, but that is kind of a shitty policy. Let's just, that is a shitty way. I don't know. I need to know how it works, but how does a child get separated and never paired back up with their parent? That seems like kind of a shitty thing. So, if we're talking about 450,000, that's a little much. Yeah. However, the legal cost, everything, relocation, all that should be paid for. That a parent should not have to go through that, especially, this is America. We still have, we have to have some level of decency, whether the criminal, whether it's they're coming into our country illegally or not, we still have a human obligation to take care of people, and so, you got to do something right. You got to, you can't be losing kids and parents. You can't be, I can't even believe that they would separate them. I could get it if through processing, hey, we're going to take the kids over here, there, but put some sort of a wristband, put some sort of, chip them if you have to.
Yeah. Apply that chip
now. Damn it, give them their COVID shots.
Right.
You're going to make me get my COVID shot. God damn it. I don't want you coming to my Travis Scott concert and giving me COVID.
Shit. At least that, right?
Man.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, it's we have to really know the ins and outs of the process and how that happens in general, right? To see what the issue is. It's kind of almost falling like a due process on how you're going to keep the individuals that came together, like moms and their kids or dads and their kids or whatever, and making sure that you pair them up, okay, and put them in whatever location you're going to put them, whatever. Yeah. But you're right with having this being a problem. Someone obviously dropped the ball, dealing with all that. So. I don't know. And I don't know if it's still happening or what, but yeah, it's an issue.
And I hope that it truly does get fixed. I think that's I don't care who you are. You should never be missing your child, especially, the people, I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt that when people are trying to come into the country illegally, yes, we do know some people just want a better life, right? That's what, but there are people that truly need to get out of their country, and if that's their only way in, they, desperate times call for desperate measures. Do I want to risk losing my child? No. But if that happens, my life is going to be destroyed. I could never picture my children being separated by a government and then never seeing my child again. all because we were so desperate. And I wanted them to, my only hope would be, okay, I hope that they are okay. But God damn it, I would be getting a DNA test, and I would be going Ancestry DNA, and I would be going on YouTube, and I would be saying, hey, I was on the border this year. I took a DNA test. Please take a DNA test. Link up with me. Let's reconnect. I would be doing everything to get reconnected with my child, but
above and beyond, baby.
But the government still has a role to do the right thing, Republican or Democrat.
Either way. Yeah, man. Agreed. I don't know, man. I mean, we've had quite a bit of topics today. I mean, and good conversation overall. Being back, I know we definitely missed an episode because of some stuff that came up. Obviously, you had to take care of some things.
And my computer crashed. My computer, I lost files. I lost everything. So that's why, for the people that were waiting for the podcast to release on Fridays, and it got delayed. My computer crashed. I think I know what happens. I let some hacker into my building, and it went crazy. So
yeah, I mean, shit happens, man. I mean, like I said, we're gonna hit those bumpy roads, but again, we do apologize for missing up our Friday day release of the audio for our Halloween special, but it is up now. Go enjoy it. If you're more of an audio head, for sure, it's available on Spotify, TuneIn FM Radio, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
and it's on the YouTube page as well. But with that being said, we're gonna close this one out. Again, this is another brand new episode from your favorite podcasters here, and we'll catch you in the next one. Have an awesome Friday, awesome weekend. Take care. We love you, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.